where you that potentially Showtime had the chance at getting Canelo?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think a lot of the networks were kind of licking their chops, man, once they saw that announcement because it was like, okay, he's a free agent now. He's going to want to do what he wants to do. You know what I mean? And and I know this is like where are you going with this? This is just my personal opinion. Even with Bud, I know he wants Manny Pacquiao, but I just think that Top Rank is listen. They've been saying that for a long time. We trying to get you the Manny Pacquiao fight. They ain't getting you the Manny Pacquiao fight. But if you're gonna move on, bro. They ain't gonna get you the Manny Pacquiao. I think
Man.
that's just their way of saying, they kind of dangle that carrot, like, hell, stay with us, stay with us. But you can see after he did his interview with you, now all of a sudden Bob Arum talking about I love Bud. He's the greatest fighter in the world. I'm not gonna go broke promoting him now.
Ooh. Man, we got our first call. What's up, 636? What's up, mate?
Yeah, what's up with it, Fred? Hey, how you doing, Brian? Custer-TR and Fresh. How you feeling, man?
My brother, how you doing?
Man, doing good, man. I just got 3 questions for you. The first question
is not four?
Nah, man, not 4, just 3. Just 3. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. But yeah, Brian, when it comes down to your favorite fighter, who is your favorite fighter and why? Is it skills, bravado, entertainment? What is it?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I mean, because that's why we fall in love with a fighter. Obviously, you want somebody who can fight, but I think the other thing that what attracts you to a fighter a lot of times is their personality. I mean, that's kind of what the charisma. That's what draws you to that person, whether it's his story. But yeah, I mean, you want them to know how to fight too. You don't want no scrub who's got all the charisma in the world but can't fight. So I think it's a little bit of everything.
Gotcha. And my second question is, did you ever box in the amateur program at all and then just had an interest in being, a broadcaster, commentator, anything like that later on? Or did you come into your career because you just always found boxing interesting from just a fan point of view? You never really had any experience? Or I would like you to touch on that whenever you can.
Yeah, good question. No, I never fought in the amateurs, but I was a martial artist. So for me, martial arts has been a big part of my life, and I still practice even today. So I used to participate in all of the martial arts tournaments around. Matter of fact, I won the New York martial arts tournament here 3 times. So that was kind of my joy that I like to do to get into that ring and fight. But always loved it. Was a Bruce Lee fan from a kid to even now, and that always translated into boxing as well. But for me, when it came to competing, I was into martial arts, man. That was my thing, and like I said, I still do it even today.
Got you. And if you were not doing the job that you're doing now, which I know you love, and you take pride in, what would you be doing outside of what you do today? Like, what is something that just really piques your interest that if you wasn't doing what you're doing now, you'd be doing that?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. One of the things that, first of all, I even knew as a child that I was going to do television. I was always laser focused with this. And so I knew that I was going to be doing this as a child. But I think, one of the things I always do is I always give a lot of speeches. And, one of the things I talk about is, the 2 most important days of your life are the day you were born, the day you realize why you're born. And for some of us, it's a gift that God gives you. If my mother was here, she'd probably say he'd be a preacher because she wanted me to be a preacher. But I knew I wasn't living right. So I knew that wasn't let's say a job that I could go by, because you can't preach the word on Sunday and then be out hanging out. So
and that was over 20 years ago, though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh man,
let me put that caveat in there. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
But
well,
yes,
I appreciate the time, man. Thank you very much. I'm thinking about getting my boxing career started back again. So if you see me at the top, you know what I'm saying? I'm shout you out and everything, man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
All the time. Yeah, they coming in for you, man. What's up, pal? What's up, man?
What's going on, Big Fred?
he got an Obama phone, B, so don't mind him. All
Hey,
right?
nah. Hey, look, I'm on the iPhone today, man.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
on the iPhone today. This is a judge-free environment anyway, man. This is the barbershop, man. You can't be out here judging.
Right.
What's up, Kyle? What's poppin'?
What's going on? So I met you in Jersey at the Clarissa Shields fight.
Okay.
I had my little G-Shock watch on, right? And I seen a Rolex. I'm like, man, that's a clean watch. He gonna point at my watch. I mean, that's a good one too. I said, man, dude, that's a Rolex.
I only listen. I only have two vices in life. That's it. I don't gamble. None of that. Suits and watches. Those are my only two vices in life. Suits and watches.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I seen that Rolex. I'm like, man, yeah. Hey, but you was one of the coolest people, man, that I ever met.
Cool.
Man, it was like you knew me for 10 years the way we interacted, man, and that was dope, man. I really appreciate what you do, man. Like
Thank
you
you.
being one of the only Black people on Showtime, which I wish they get some more, but you being the head guy is really special, man. And I think I can speak for everybody that we appreciate seeing you every fight, every time. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate what you do, man. One day, man, I need to interview you, man, on my podcast, man.
All right.
And,
it sounds like a plan to me.
For sure. Hey,
Yeah.
Fred, I'm gonna get with you later on, man. I want to hold the line because I know it's gonna be a busy day today.
Yeah, it's a very busy day. Yeah.
My
Hey, see, they don't know Brian Cuss is in shape. This nigga, bro, I'm not gonna say nigga because you work for a network, but this man is in. How tall are you? 6'3"?
Up 6'2".
Yeah, but he leaned in a son of a gun. He lean, man. He looked like a DB or a running back or a wide receiver, man. Like he lean, like he in shape. He ain't one of these, like these broadcasters with these bellies eating steak.
No, man.
Man.
No, hey, listen. I'm up at 6:15. I'm up there at the gym. Matter of fact, I met a young brother who's 30. We got in a few rounds. We sparred a little bit. Real cool brother too. He said he's trying to on the come up. So I try to stay in shape as much as I can, and I appreciate what the brother said because I don't take my position lightly. I mean, when I prepare and when I do that job, I understand that there are a lot of people watching. And you know how it is in our position, man. You got to be good. You got to be great more than anything. And so that's why, I make sure that when we are on the air, that we're good. B, that we talk about both fighters, because I think that's important. It's not really about just the A side. And I think sometimes some of these networks have deals with fighters and they just talk about the A side. Well, the B side getting paid too. And you never know what's going to happen in a fight. You never know what's going to happen in a fight. So you got to talk about both guys equally. And so we make sure we do that. And especially if the guy's a person of color. I mean, but it goes for any fighter. But if he's a person of color, let's represent. And so I don't take my position lightly at all.
And it's funny how you say it. I got you coming up, Deacon. It's funny that you say that because I walked in the house today and Lincoln was watching the takeoff of a spaceship. Right, it was a spaceship down in Miami, and 4 astronauts on there, and 1 was black. Right.
Yes.
And Lincoln said it was a black astronaut. I was that for Halloween. I was an astronaut for Halloween. And I said, oh, you want to be an astronaut now? He said, nah, Dad, I was already that for Halloween. I said, oh, okay. He is just so absolute, man. We got Deacon 305, man. What's up?